Welcome back to MyJoogTV. We're here at Adams County Winery and we're waiting for the Skyla Burrell Blues Band to just finish setting up. Can't wait for that show. They're a really hard-driving rockin' blues band and they always put on a great show. So while they're setting up out here, we're just going to come into the tasting room here and take a look at some of the wines they have. And if you recall our first two episodes, we visited wineries that specialize in creating dry wines, usually from grapes people are pretty familiar with, Bordeaux, Rhone varieties such as Syrah, Viognier, Cabs, and Merlot. But there's a Cabernet here, and there's actually Chardonnay right here. But if you look at these wines, it's a lot of different things. Case point this one, the Sweet Catawba. What is that? Here's a Gettysburg, obviously paying tribute to the region, but this is made from the Niagara grape. That's the stuff my son's been drinking when he stopped breastfeeding. Majestic, that's Cayuga, some Traminette. The whole set here of just fruit wines. Some of my wine friends back home, they'd be pretty appalled by this selection. But obviously this tasting room has been busy all day, so they're doing something right here. So when we go out today, we're going to find out, are Pennsylvania wine drinkers, are they loving life, or are they singing the blues?
Well, my lover man knows how to treat me right, but I ain't seen her in a fortnight. No, it just ain't right.
So welcome back again. We're sitting here with John Kramb, who's co-owner here of Adams County Winery. And John, we were inside and we're looking at the wide array of wines that you have. And you have everything. You have the dry to the semi-dry to the off-dry to the sweet, semi-sweet, sweet, and then the different grape varieties. You have your vinifera, your native, you have hybrids, you have fruit wines. Mm-hmm. What's the rationale behind having all those different types of wine?
Well, the rationale is not everybody likes the same wine. One of the things we found out very early is that 90% of Americans drink a sweet wine. Of course, the other 10% make fun of those people. Mm-hmm. But I can do math. So we make some sweet wines for those people. And I prefer the drier wines, so we make those for me. Mm-hmm. We just have a nice array available for people.
That's good. Actually, one theory I was thinking about driving up here, because you've been around for 35 years?
The winery's been here for about that long. We've had it for 12 years.
Okay. So I'm almost thinking just as the winery grows, you don't want to have the same wines year to year, so you introduce new brands every year, and then you get some customer loyalty and you don't discontinue the old wines.
We do that very judiciously. We take a look at sales records. If something is not selling, we will consider dropping it. And if we get a good price on a grape, we might add something temporarily. Mm-hmm. But typically we're sticking with about 17 wines.
Mm-hmm. So the reason why we're here today is that during the summer, the winery offers a summer concert series. And at least this year, it could be from past years, 3 times you have the Skyla Burrell Blues Band.
That's
playing.
Correct.
So what attracts you to them to have them come for 3 times?
Have you looked at this lady? They are very talented musicians. They're very good. They draw a nice crowd. I love the blues, and these people play the best blues I've seen this side of New Orleans. So that's why we have them. They actually filled in on very short notice for us a couple weeks ago, and we were very glad to have that happen.
So this will be the 4th time that you've played here then?
Oh, no, this is
summer.
the 3rd time. They were scheduled for the first act and the last. Somebody could not make it, and they were able to fill in for us, and we were pleased. Just a good band, and we love having their crowd pleasers.
So that's good. So one thing I was thinking is you sort of risk overexposure. You've had them here a couple times, and people say, oh, they're playing here again. I've already seen them.
We mix it up, and of course they are very popular, so they're all over the East Coast. And they do a lot of traveling, so we're not afraid of the overexposure because we do schedule people judiciously. I think they understand that, and we understand that.
Well, good. Well, let me introduce the band. We have Skyla, Mark, Iselle, and Christine. And in the introduction I did earlier, I sort of simplified things and just referred to you as a hard-driving blues band. Obviously, that's a simplification. How would you guys describe yourselves?
Well, we play 100% original material. And we work the road about 200 days a year up and down the East Coast out to the Midwest trying to, just push our originals. So we're on our 4th CD and, our style is hard driving, house rocking, but sometimes that's a little cliche, you just kind of have to see the show. It's very high energy. We're not the kind of band that It's going to play like slow blues after slow blues. You're lucky if you get one from us in a set, you know. So we try to keep the energy up, and we try to focus on quality musicianship and quality songwriting and putting on a good show.
So who are some of the influences that you guys had?
Magic Slim, Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, Howlin' Wolf, all the
Freddie
Kings.
King, all the Kings.
All the Kings, yes. So I did notice in reading your bios that your father was a jazz player, so you had a steady stream of musicians coming into your house.
Yeah. Almost every day he'd have a jam at the house, and he'd be playing drums, and the upright bass and horns would be around.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And Skyla, you're from the West Coast, so did you have any influences of, say, like Rod Piazza or Little Charlie?
No, actually, when I moved, I first discovered the blues at 19 at a horse show in Arizona. We were coming back, because I used to work at horse stables. We're coming back, and they turned on this radio station, and there was B.B. King, and I sat out in the car all night for hours until the radio was done. And at that time, I hadn't discovered Rod Piazza or any of those classic West Coast guys until I actually moved out to the East Coast. Go figure, you know? So it's great. We actually did a show a couple weeks ago at the Riverfront Blues Fest with some the Delta Groove harp explosion, harp blast, harp explosion. Yeah, so it was great to get to, you know, rub elbows with those guys.
That's good. So you guys have obviously found a home here, and I know you have a regular residency at another winery that's nearby here. So what's your exposure to wines? I mean, you guys are regular drinkers?
I enjoy my wine. I enjoy my dry white wines.
So
I like the Chardonnay.
So you and John share
the
so you make your dry wines for yourself and for
people
Skyla.
like Skyla.
I would
People
prefer
like me.
dry wine.
Yeah.
You drink the reds though too once
I
in a while,
drink the
yeah?
reds,
You
yeah.
like some heavies. What about you, Christine?
Usually sweet, red wine.
So you're the market for this place.
Yeah.
So we got all four.
100%.
What about you, MT?
Usually a red wine for me is best.
So let's talk about the specific wines that we have. The first one we're trying is the Tears of Gettysburg, which is made from the Niagara grape. And actually, I made a comment, this is my son's favorite. This is usually made into your standard grape juice, white grape juice.
It is.
Wow.
Tears of Gettysburg is our most popular wine, and we keep a steady stock on it. It is a sweeter wine. It is too sweet for my personal taste, but again, it's our most popular. It's got 3 grapes in it. Niagara is one. We also have 2 other hybrid grapes in there, and it's just a nice, sweet, honey-like sort of wine. It's got some overtones of some other things. It's just
delicious.
a touch of grapefruit.
Very good.
But it's just a nice sipping wine. People seem to love it.
Yeah, no, actually I enjoy it. How do you make a sweeter wine? I know you either could, 2 possible methods is the one, you don't ferment it as long, and so the yeast doesn't eat the natural grape sugars, or you actually take sugar and dump it in.
In California, they get grapes sweet enough on the vine that they can stop the fermentation, just like you were describing. Out here, we don't get as much sunshine, although this year was a fantastic year for the grapes. We're expecting some very high sugar content, so we might be able to do that. We have to rely on sweetening the wine with sugars.
So is it just regular table sugar, or is it a syrup?
No, we can use either fructose or sucrose. We use fructose because it dissolves much better, and it doesn't leave a kind of a bitter aftertaste. Like sucrose is your standard table sugar. Fructose comes from sugar beets.
Yeah. Now with the hybrids in the native Niagara, you got a pretty fertile area out here. Can they grow by themselves without rootstock?
We use rootstock for the sole purpose of disease control and for taking advantage of the natural soil that we have here. We have found that using the right rootstock helps prevent some diseases, helps encourage vigor, and so we do use grafted rootstock.
Okay.
We do here. There are others that don't, and that's fine. You make your own decision.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll drink up, and we'll pour the next one.
I need you to keep me strong, darling, so long. I need you to keep me strong. Put it on.
So we just swapped out our wines, and John, I had another regional question. This is very fertile territory.
Yes, it is.
There's actually, at our farmers market back at home, we have 2 orchards that bring their produce here. is it possible for an area to be too fertile for grapes?
It can be, because grapes need a certain range of micronutrients. One of the ones we're really looking for is nitrogen, because that helps the yeast during fermentation. They need nitrogen for nutrition. And there's some other micronutrients that we need. So you can get it way too fertile. It's like feeding the grape candy. It's just too rich. Here along South Mountain, probably some of the best grape growing region in the entire state. The soil is well drained, so we don't get buildups of water when we get rainy. The soil is a good blend of the nutrients that we need. The orientation of the hills is either to the east or the southeast, and that helps pick up the morning sun, which is really good for ripened grapes.
Good. Well, speaking about regions, I've noticed for you guys, your tour schedule this year seems to be more of a regional focus. You seem like you have a steady set from here going to Hagerstown to Baltimore, up 95, and then back through the Pennsylvania countryside. Is that but then I know you do travel far distances. I guess talking before I saw you in Delray Beach last year. So is this currently just a regular model that you have of touring, or is it an effect of the economic times? You want to stay close to home?
No, we're not trying to stay close to home. You know, you just go where the work is. Our agent runs us on tours every 2 to 3 months for, anywhere from 5 to 15 days out on the road, and we supplement the rest of our income working locally.
Yeah, makes sense.
Can't, it's unless you have like a solid financial backer and a record deal, it's hard to stay out on the road being a mid-level band.
Yeah,
if it was
you
up
have
to us,
hotel rooms, you have gas,
Oh yeah.
we
cars
stay
break
out
down.
on the road all the time. It's good.
Right. It's just the level. You just gotta, claw your way up to the next level. So that's,
So you guys, you talked about you play over 200 shows a year. Is there times that throughout the year you just say, okay, we need a 3-4 week break?
Never. Never.
Not even 3 or 4 days.
No, we
Not
haven't
even
gotten
3 or 4
to that
days.
point yet.
No, you're not going to get anywhere if you're tired.
Right.
If you're already tired and you need to take 3 or 4 weeks, it's
Yeah.
just maybe not the business for you.
Right.
So when's your
Yeah.
trip? Mark, you mentioned that you guys think you're going to be going down to Florida again?
Yeah, I think it's October we're going back to
Yeah,
Delray
we're in
Beach.
November for 2 weeks. We start down in the Carolinas, and then we wind our way through Mobile, Alabama, and all down through Florida.
So you're going through the west coast of Florida this time?
Yes, I believe so.
I thought it was East Coast with
Is
the
it
Delray
East
Beach.
Coast? Okay. Yeah, East Coast.
Oh,
Don't
it's
ask
early yet.
Don't ask a dyed, bleached, blonde directions.
Well, hopefully if it's, as you said, October?
October, November there at the end.
Yeah,
there.
it's we do we start off with the PD Blues Bash. It's a huge blues festival down in South Carolina. We'll do that for 2 days, and then we'll
So
continue
hopefully it's
on
closer
down.
to Thanksgiving, because I think that's when I'll be down. I'd love to do this with you guys.
Yeah, we usually
Great.
are down there around Thanksgiving. We're just
that's
running a
when I
little
saw you
earlier
last
this year.
So we poured out into our sweeter red wine. So what are we drinking now?
This is actually a wine I never wanted to make. This is a blend of Niagara and Concord.
Right.
2 Native American grapes, very grapey. Welch's uses them to make white grape juice, red grape juice. My wife came back from a festival and said, here's what you do, you mix it 50-50. I fought it. Finally, as every good married man says, I said, yes, dear.
Good
It
man.
quickly became our second most popular wine. It is also the first gold medal winning wine we ever had. So
Really? So your
yes.
wife, it's a good thing you
See,
listened to her.
I listened to her.
That's
Nice. Everybody picks this up and says, this is grapey. And that's the best description. This is actually very good with something like barbecue, ribs, chicken, hamburger, something like excellent with that.
And that's the Concord. You definitely get that.
Look, you get the Concord and you get the Niagara. They're very similar in flavors.
Absolutely. Very interesting. And you know what I like about these is, yeah, they're sweet, but they're not that syrupy, gritty sweet, where you
Correct.
take a sip and you're just like, oh, you just feel like you have something caught between your teeth.
We sweeten to the level that'll bring out flavors. And that's our guideline right there.
Yeah. Well, this is nice. Thank you. And we got one more
Very
wine we're
nice.
going to swap out, and we'll be right back.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
Okay, we're back here with our final wine, and So this Adams County Winery is new to me. It's probably new to a lot of people out here. I understand also Christine is new to the band as well. So Christine, how long have you been playing with them?
A little over 3 months now.
So how did you guys put an ad in the paper when you tried to find a new player?
Now we ran into her through a mutual band friend, turned us on to her, and we were lucky enough that she was free to come aboard and join us full time.
Nice. Good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys today. Most of the wines, I guess, are sold right here at the tasting room.
Almost everything. We have a few commercial accounts in the former restaurants and some liquor stores in Maryland, but we're very regional. We do not distribute to the state system. Everything goes out of here.
So I guess these concerts are a pretty good draw. The part
We
of the business
enjoy
model.
that. You know, it's a nice chance for people to come out and enjoy some good music. It's a free concert for our customers. They can bring a picnic lunch, or if they like, we have food available. The only thing we ever ask is please use our alcohol. Don't bring somebody else's.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we always wind up with a good group here.
Yeah. Well, with 20 different styles of wine, there has to be something for everyone.
Generally speaking.
So I'm really looking forward to the show this afternoon. I really like listening to you guys. So if somebody wants to know more about you, where could they go?
They can check out www.SkylaBurrell.com. We're on Facebook, just
All
Facebook,
the social
Skyla
networking,
Burrell,
Twitter.
Twitter, MySpace, Reverb Nation, Sonic
YouTube.
Vids, YouTube.
And you know, it's Skyla Burrell. It's not any of the other people.
That wasn't my idea. We had the big fight because I didn't want to be separated. I wanted to have it a name, but nobody could come up with a cool enough name.
Oh, really?
Like a one-word name, like
Right.
I don't know, but it
Still
ended
can't
up
come up
being
with
me.
one.
No, it's like total blank. So I'm stuck with it.
So we're on to the fruit wine now. And so what do we have here?
Well, this is a fairly new entry. We released this at the farm show in February. This is an apple-based wine. Now, we're in Pennsylvania. All Pennsylvanian knows that Scrapple is one of the basic food groups here. So we named this wine Scrapple,
Yeah.
except that it stands for sweet cranberry apple. It's made with locally produced apples, and it's got just a hint of cranberry in there. And of course, it's sweet, so the acronym Scrapple. It's actually very tasty. This would go well with like a pork meal or a ham.
Or perhaps the real Scrapple.
Or real Scrapple.
Yeah. That's probably
Little
Scrapple. But Scrapple shouldn't just be for breakfast.
No.
I didn't know what Scrapple was till I moved out to the East Coast. Never heard of it.
Neither did I.
Really?
It was strange.
All right.
So is the production any different between a grape and a fruit? Although I find it odd that we call, this is a fruit wine when actually, obviously grapes
Grapes are
are
a fruit.
fruit. But I guess for ease of
Yeah.
use.
We don't have the equipment to extract juice from tree fruit. So we rely on local cider mills, specifically one Kramb cider mill in Bendersville. We'll do our apples. They have the material or the equipment to extract juice. Our stuff will get juice out of grapes. So we rely on that.
So what do you guys think? I mean, is this something, I know you two, Azelle and
Yeah.
Skyla, you guys are more the drier.
I still love it though. It's awesome. I
Yeah.
love the smoky flavor of the apple and
Reminds
It's
me
light,
of apple
it's
pie
not
that you
heavy.
have at Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Because it's very holiday-ish.
It's grandma in a
Tasty.
glass.
Grandma in a glass. I like that.
And once
There's
again,
your new name.
It's just not
Grandma
the
in the
Grandma in the
Glass.
Glass Blues Band.
Okay, John, you're about as good at picking out names as I
Well,
am.
that's the name of the new bottle of
That's the
wine.
new, the bottle of wine. I was thinking that.
So,
Not that you're grandma.
and
I
I was just going to say that this, once again, this just isn't an overly sweet wine. I mean, it's
No.
a really nice balance.
We're bringing out the flavor. Because if you put in too much sugar, all you're getting is soda pop. And you're masking flavors, and that's not the point.
Although, sadly, I do have family members that take a dry red wine and they pour Pepsi into it. And
Really?
That's their version of sangria, I guess.
Well,
I've never heard of that.
You know what I say to those people?
Sacrilege.
If that's
We'll
the
have
way
to
you
try it.
like it, drink it.
Absolutely, and that's a good closing. There's actually a wine
Wow.
website out there called Drink What You Like, and that name really fits. I mean, you really got to trust your palate, what you like. Don't listen to experts just tell you exactly what you should drink, and if you just taste something and you like it, that's all that matters. So
Here.
So we look forward to seeing you guys this afternoon and
Yeah.
Very
All
nice.
do some cheers. And we'll see you
We're
next
looking
time
forward
on
to the
MyJoogTV.
party.
Going down.
Giselle, I didn't get you yet.
Ooh, get him, get him,
Looking
get him.
forward to the party.
Down there.
You don't have the sketch on for me?
Love me, baby. You rip my heart in two. But let me know, rip my heart in two. So you gon' get, baby, all the love satisfy you. Well, you stung me, baby, like a killer bee. Well, you stung me now like a killer bee. So you gon' get, baby, love side of me. But I didn't see it coming when you took away your loving from me. Didn't see it coming, your loving me blind as can be. Love side of me. Thank you very much, everybody.